welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lauren from the Lauren Explorer, and today is the day for anticipated reads for May. I have so many to show you and tell you about that have screamed read me that let's just jump into it. So our first one, its name is A Crimson Season. Love that, actually. Love that for this book. I'm just saying. But this is a angsty rock star romance that has layers to it. So we are following our heroine. She is moving to college. She's getting away from her family dynamic. She's getting away from her abusive boyfriend. So I know there's going to be abusive trigger warnings in here of like probably domestic or emotional abuse from him. And she meets our hero, who is the lead singer of a band. We know at some point in time that as the band gets bigger and he and his band start to move to a stage in their career where they're probably going to be touring. We don't know if she's going to pay this price of being with this rock star who has sex, drugs, money, or be with something that's secure, that she knows is familiar with her family, her boyfriend. So there's all that, and I just can't wait to read it. It comes out May 1st, so yes. Our next book is called Flawed Hearts by Celeste Knight. In this book, we have what I'm thinking is a reverse harem. We just know that it's going to be a more than one love interest, and it's going to be a dark romance. So this is a dark bully romance. This is set in a university, so love those. But our heroine, she's moving to a new town because, first of all, something has happened where she finds out that her father that she's grown up with isn't really who he says he is, or isn't her father at all. She's lost tons of friends because of something, and she just needs to move. So she moves to this new town, and she immediately gets recognized by someone. Don't know how or why, but there is animosity in here. So I know that this is going to be a series. I don't know how long it's going to be, but this book does leave on a cliffhanger. So if you don't want to read the first book, then we can just wait till the second book. But this does come out May 2nd, so be on the lookout. Another book that's coming out May 2nd is Untouchable. This is by Selena. This is a rockstar romance, or should I say like maybe like a possessive, over-the-top alpha rockstar romance. This basically has our hero, when he first sees our heroine, he knows he wants her whether she wants him or not. And I love a toxic hero like that, and I can't wait to read this. It's probably going to be amazing. But it's 154 pages, so I know it's going to be short, but I'm short, sweet, spicy. Just give it to me. I think what makes this so good to me is how even in the blurb it says, then he asked me to marry him right before he asked my name. Clearly he's lost his mind. I must have lost mine too, because the next thing I know, I'm signing the contract. Why? I can't wait to read this. Next is May 9th, and this is by Cleo Evans. We love Cleo Evans. This is Thieves and Monsters, or the Three Fates Mafia. So this is a Why Choose Mafia monster romance, and I am here for all that in a bag of hot Cheetos. It says that it's a thriving and smart female main character We love those. Come on, come on. Demigods, monsters, and gods. Heavy on the spice. Why choose monster romance? And there's a size difference, but there's so much more tropes. And I'm here for it because there's probably like blood. I'm ready for this series. There's going to be 5 books in the series, so let's bring it. May 9th. Our next book comes out May 11th, and this is P.S. You're the Worst by Jane Anthony. This is an enemies to lovers romance, and I'm here for it. So basically, our heroine has a one-night stand with some guy. It was great. She decides to leave in the morning while he's asleep. She does her job the next day, and it turns out the guy she slept with comes in, and she realizes that it's the governor's son. He does not want to stop at a one-night stand. He will do a lot of things to her to make her realize what he wants, he's gonna get. I love that. Give me toxicness. Give it to me. Because toxicness, possessiveness, loyalty, it just screams, read me. May 15th is a dark romance called Done Waiting. This is by Jennifer Rose. We have our heroine who has just lost her father in a accident of some kind, and she's left on her own. But not really, because she has a stalker. She knows she has a stalker, and her stalker is with her. She feels comfort from the stalker. But now someone is also claiming her or wanting to do harm to her or wanting her just in general. We don't know if it's the stalker or a serial killer that's killing women who look like her. It's weird. But we also get the stalker's point of view, so we're trying to figure out if they are a serial killer trying to kill her, claim her or something, or if this is a stalker who's just stalking her. And then we have another serial killer who's also stalking her. It just sounds really good, and I just really want to read it. But May 15th is when it comes out, so May 16th is Quan. This is from a series called Too Hot to Handle, which is a K-pop contemporary boy band series where we follow each member of the boy band and their love interest. This is book 2. So we have Quan. He was in the US and he was living his best life while they were on hiatus. Now that he is back in the band, he is now shoved back into the closet. Then we have Clint. Clint is, I think, the producer of the band or like of a video that they're about to do. They have a chemistry. As they grow closer, some things start happening and some insecurities start popping up. Also, Clint does not want to have a boyfriend who wants to be in the closet, doesn't want to show that he is with someone. So we have that kind of angst in there. I can't wait to read this because it sounds very angsty, and a lot of the books that I've been reading that have to do with boy bands, some of them are just like not hitting as I thought they would. Hopefully this will. The next book comes out May 18th, and it's called Reckless. This is from the Filthy Dark Rockstars series. There is 5 books in the series, but I think each book is a standalone. At least this one is. So in Reckless, we have a rock star reverse harem romance where we have 4 of the band, and I think they're called Reckless Beggars. They go to a tropical island for a festival. On the tropical island, there's a stowaway who's our heroine. She is an orphan. She knows a lot about electronics, the ins and outs of the equipment and all that kind of stuff, but she can't get on this island because all of the other bands actually do have technicians. She just needs to get to this island. So she decides to stow away. Now, it's 7 days on this island. Our rock stars and her somehow meet, things fly, and we don't know what's going to happen. But we do know that this does end in HEA, There's no cliffhangers. It sounds kind of like it might be a little bit more juicier than what I think, but hopefully I want to read it, but I'm just nervous about how this is gonna be. Also, it doesn't say how long it is, so I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna use all that consequences, the actions in 7 days into a book. I don't want it to be like a novella. If it's like 100 or 200 pages, it's gonna be very short, very fast paced, and there's nothing gonna be where you can character develop. Hopefully it's like 400, 500 pages. I love thick books. But May 18th is when it comes out, and I'm apprehensive, but I really want to see. May 19th is when our next book comes out, and this is called Rekindled Love. This is from the Cape Cove series. I don't know if each book is going to be a standalone, but from the first two books, it looks like that first two is a duet, maybe. There's no names in this one, but basically we have a stepbrother situation. I just know that it sounds juicy. Here, her mom and my dad brought us together. They wanted us to be a family. They thought we could form a sister-brother bond. They were wrong. She was my best friend. She was my soulmate. She was everything until they ripped us away from each other. So maybe divorce. I thought what we had was unbreakable, but she broke us. I thought our pact was indestructible, but she set the fire and watched it burn. One choice I made couldn't have taken it back. What I did to her caused her to hate me, but why wouldn't it? She wants to forget and move on. I'm not willing to let her go. It's time to show her who's in control of this love and hate game we've been playing. I'm ready to go to war to make her mine like she always was meant to be. You can't tell me that doesn't sound good. That sounds great. May 19th. Yes. This next book, it's called Death Dealer or Oathkeeper's MC. This is from the Mayhem Makers series. The reason I got this or really want to read it is because this is a MMM romance with a single father in here. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm here for all the tea. And I really want to read it because this is the first time I've ever read something like this, and it just sounds so good. Hopefully it is good. But this comes out May 20th, but it is a standalone, and it does end with an HEA. So I don't know if... I don't know what's going on. But it's by Sapphire Knights, and I'm here for the exploration of this type of MC romance. Another book that's coming out May 20th is The Boys of Chapel Crest. This is book 2 in the series of 5. It is called Ashes. If you don't know, our heroine is this is a dark reverse harem romance. When I mean dark, I mean like check the trigger warnings, because I think all of our heroes have something to do mentally. They're in basically a Catholic asylum for rich students. Our heroine has been through a lot. She is mute somewhat because of something very tragic that happened to her when she was younger, having to do with her best friend, and her best friend is also at this asylum, or her ex-best friend, for something else. Heroes are the kings of this asylum. This is crazy. Check the trigger warnings because everything is mad. But I love the first book, and I realized at the end, because it was on a cliffhanger, and it was a horrible cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, I was crying because I understood what was about to happen, and it was bad. Betrayal. I can't read this until I know the series is done, but I will be keeping you in the loop as the books continue to go, because I'm telling you that first book will leave you wanting more, and then you'll get it in the second, third, fourth, and fifth book. But this series is by K.G. Reus. Would recommend this. May 23rd is a book called Home at Last. This is a second chance romance by C.L. Marie. This is from the Homecoming series. This is book 6. I don't know any else about the Homecoming series, but this book just screamed to me, and the blurb is really short. It says, "Put a finger down if you were blinded by grief to see everything that had been right in front of you." That just sounds angsty, and I just want to read it. So, May 23rd is when it comes out, and I love me an angsty second chance romance, so I'll be reading it soon. May 25th is from the Pretty Broken series by J.R. Gray. It's Pretty Black. Oh my gosh, this is Iris and Caspian's book. So we have I want to say like a second chance in here. Iris is still reeling from being almost taken advantage of because Caspian keeps leaving. They keep coming back together and then he just leaves. Brokenheartedly, like very brokenheartedly, Iris takes him back, and it's just a cycle. So now Iris is getting to the point where he just is not wanting to be brokenhearted again. I just can't wait. I can't wait. It's the final book. I'm here. I'm here for it. It's gonna be gorgeous. It's going to be the end of a series that I truly love. But I'm telling you, the Pretty Broken series is amazing. You all should read it. It's an MM romance. We're following the rock stars as they fall in love, and you will fall in love with all the characters as I have. So please read it. May 30th is our next book's release date. This is Alchemy of Moonlight. This is a MM Gothic romance. This is a queer Gothic romance. Our young Marquis, caught between freedom and passion, honor and love, will have to unveil a centuries-old curse to find his own happy ending. So he's going to be caught between getting the esteem of a renowned doctor while keeping his identity a secret for some reason and learning to trust his love interest. I think something's going on with his love interest because it says he's a man of Mercurial as the ever-changing moon. To find the love he deserves and survive the Montani family, Emil will have to risk his title as well as his life. It sounds great. I love the cover. I'm just trying to figure out who's who. It looks good. It looks really good. But this is by David Ferriero. And again, this comes out May 30th. Again, on May 30th is a next book called String Me Along. This is from the Learning to Love series by Leanne T. James. This is a standalone, and it's an Enemies to Lovers slow burn. 349 pages, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. But it's a rock star romance as well. So our heroine is becoming a living, gaining momentum in her town, her city, for bookings. Then all of a sudden, something switches and she's getting less bookings. She's becoming very slow, and we find out because our hero is taking her bookings. So he has a great ability to sing. He has the looks, but his personality is horrible. I'm hoping it's angsty. I hope they probably get together and form their own band together, but we don't know. I just know that this sounds really good. She always thought she wanted a sweet love she sings about, but with every quick-tongued remark and heated glance, she realizes sweet may not burn the way she needs. And what better way to stroke the fire than a little bit of hate? May 30th. Come on. May 31st is a book that I love. I love this book. I love this book. I already know the plot. We're just getting a different point of view for this book. If you know Morning Glory Milking Farm by C.M. Nascoda, then you know this book. This is Ryok's point of view for the book, because we followed the heroine's point of view in the first half. So this is the second half, and it's his point of view and how he falls in love with her. It's called A Blue Ribbon Romance. But May 31st, I will have this in my hands, or maybe the next day, but I will have this in my hands, and I can't wait, because Morning Glory Milking Farm is great. This is a monster romance. There is a lot of hand gestures being used. There is a lot of milking. Just saying. A lot of breeding. And I loved every bit of it. May 31st cannot come fast enough, because this book is going to be amazing. And I love hearing from the male's point of view when it comes to my favorite romances. I'm happy. So happy. Last but not least, also on May 31st, is the first book in the Lakeview U series by Daniela Hill. I have no idea what this book is about. I just know it's set in university, and it just got me. Like, I don't know why it got me, it just got me. And I'm willing to try it out. But that is it for the books that I am anticipating to be released in May. I hope I enticed you with reading some of them, like the Pretty Broken series or a Blue Ribbon Romance series. Well, that's just a standalone book, unless you want to read the Morning Glory Milking Farm. I hope to see you all in my next video. I post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Sunday, so please be subscribed so you can get notified when I have uploaded. And I hope you'll have a great day, morning, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye!